Everything should be working now. Yeah, I'm not too sure about it, but we'll see how it goes. I can't remember which playbook it was. Let's see if we can see how it's going on.
Welcome everyone to University Stadium, home to the Lobos of the University of New Mexico, and the fans here are fired up for this clash. Little gets the blood boiling, quite like a rivalry game. Barbs, shots, trash talk, things that go on throughout the week will now all be settled on this field. As we'll see a squad from the Mountain West, the New Mexico State Aggies, taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the New Mexico Lobos. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollock and Jesse Palmer, and guys, can't wait to get this one started. New Mexico State will kick it off and will be underway. On the run from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So the New Mexico Lobos offense takes the field for the first time today. And the adrenaline is pumping on overdrive in games like this, guys, and it's crucial to get your emotions under control.
No doubt. In rivalry games, you've got to limit the mental errors, and you've got to limit the penalties, because those will kill you, Pollard.
And you got to come out under control. It means so much. We know that. The fans are all talking about it, but it's just football.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll run the option. Now the toss. Got to be smart, patient, great vision, uses all of that to get to the 29. They'll try to muscle their way forward on 3rd and short from the 29. Defense a little too jumpy there. They got into the neutral zone too soon.
Neutral zone defense.
So the offense accepts the penalty, and they'll get a little farther away from their own end zone. The offense comes back out with a new set of downs after the penalty. He makes the connection. At the 45 on his way. And they do a really good job. Not as easy as it looks to get those blocks. And he picks up the first down. The Lobos come to the line with a fresh set of downs. He's going to run it. At the 40, there he goes.
Shit. Go down.
He got a bunch and looked close to getting a lot more, but he's got the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To throw, it's Dampier. Now improvising. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center nowadays in football. You can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
Hey,
I need to see something. Oh.
After he gets enough to move the sticks.
And listen, the offensive line has to do their job, but a really good job by the running back, understanding where his hole is. Go hit it, get the first down, don't mess around. Nice job following his hole, getting positive yards.
And they wrap him up, but not before he gets enough on the catch for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to go up top on first down.
Just cover the ball
They
up.
get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Looking for space, it's Sanders. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Lobos!
Well, you know this offensive coordinator strips his opening 10, 15 plays, and he didn't even need that. They went 9 plays and scored a touchdown. Everything working perfectly. They look like a well-oiled machine early in this game offensively.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And they thought about a return, then thought
Buffalo
better
beat
of it.
Texas.
They'll bring it out to the 25. So
That's
the New
funny.
Mexico State Aggies offense will try to get something going with their first possession. As we take a look at our impact players for this game, David, what do you look for to make an impact from your leaders?
Your leaders not only have to lead the football team, but they got to step up and make plays on the field, keep everybody calm. These guys typically do a really good job.
Into double coverage, and they made him pay. It's intercepted. Going the other way, and he's got room. And they
I wanted
capitalized
it.
not only on the
I wanted
pick,
the lead
but
play.
a great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
All right.
You know, after watching that interception, I just wonder if this kid's too amped up tonight. He was so excited to take the field. He thought this was going to be a game that he could stat it up, but he's going to have to do a better job tonight with his decision-making. That is not how you want to start a game.
And the running back didn't get much there. Nice job on the defense. You can tell they're
Let's go,
focused in on this
Westbrook.
running back, on this run game, being physical, getting knockbacks, and limiting his carries.
He'll toss it. Tough
Yeah,
sledding
not bad.
there as he picks up 1 to the 29. They're within field goal range at the 29. Let's see if they can pick up a few or the first down on 3rd and long. Pulls his way forward. And there were some collisions in there, and the D finally stops him short of the marker. He'll do it himself.
Give me the opportunity.
Space, and he waltzes in for
Gotta
the
take it.
score. Touchdown, New Mexico. And the extra point makes it 14-0. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And the finisher came on a terrific 24-yard run to the house. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Aggies offense will have another go at it. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive
There we
play
go.
to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
Oh.
Quickly out to the tight end. And he's got enough for the first down. It'll be at the 35.
It must be nice for this quarterback knowing he's got this type of athlete playing the tight end position. He can work the middle of the field for him. He's a guy who can stretch it vertically as well, but this is a guy the QB will look for early and often in this game.
Grabbed in the
There we
backfield.
go.
It's Smith. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
They're trying to throw the screen out to the receiver. The defense, though, having none of that. They are just too physical. They're too fast. And they force a negative play.
On second down, he'll fire.
Oh, he was off
This
target.
sophomore quarterback just put it out there
All right.
a little too
Let's
far.
go.
They line up with
Man.
some serious work to do if they want to convert this one.
Press. Play the pass.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here.
Dang it, man.
Caught over the middle. It's David.
All right.
And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains.
That's got to feel really
see if we
good
can
for this
get some
quarterback.
knockouts
It's early in the
here.
game, so these third downs are big. You're trying to get your offense into a rhythm and a flow. Nice job reading the defense. It's beautiful.
Grab behind the line.
Man,
It's
I feel like that offensive lineman helped me
They
tackle him.
know that one was coming. They'll knock him down in the backfield.
All right, let's go.
Sixth play of the drive coming up. Leaves it with the back. And
All
they're
right,
able
third
to
and 11.
shove him
Let's
to the
not do
turf
man
as they
coverage
stop
this
him for
time.
a
They're
short
running
gain.
trips. We'll go 6.
Last time these two got together, it was a tight one, Jesse.
Seems like every time these two teams play, the game just feels faster, right? Because it is a rivalry game. There's just a greater sense of urgency when we see these teams
Oh,
match up.
thank goodness.
The fans
He was
feel
open.
it. They know it.
I saw him,
There's
but I
so
was
much to it.
late.
They think about it all year long. We can talk about the next game on the schedule. They're always looking forward to this one.
Fourth down, and the punt team sends it the other way. That is
Probably should have fair caught it.
just the way you draw it up. Don't even let him get started, and they knock him down deep in his own end. We will get another look at this New Mexico offense. Coming after it.
Oh,
And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. After the misfire, now on second down. Dropping back, it's Dampier. He's got his man.
couldn't get outside.
Really short gain on that one. Defense all over it.
Really good offenses are able to attack short. You've
go
got to be able to attack the
slip
whole
screen here.
field to make you honor that underneath part, then the intermediate part, and then you take shots down the field. This will loosen up some shots for later in the
Nope.
game.
And
Wasn't
the
there.
third down pass is incomplete.
All right, we'll come out to punt.
And the offense tries to slip in the
And
screen.
they're
It's a
giving
good
it
play
to
on
me.
third down.
How
Oh,
about
they
this? A
didn't.
fake. Fires it.
They didn't.
And the pass is
Oh,
incomplete, and the fake
All
was
right.
a wash. They managed to get the throw.
All right,
off,
defense,
but
let's hold
couldn't
them
get the
3.
completion. You always wonder why not just leave the offense out there and run a pass play. Gonna run it. It's Washington. Pushes ahead for a pickup
audible
of
to
one
the
down to
look
the
that we
13.
got.
Second down coming up on
They
this
came
red
out
zone
and blocked.
opportunity.
They just happened to be playing the safe block.
They go right back to him. And he finds some solid space.
All right,
Makes a nice game
we're gonna
for
need
the
4-4
defense
out
is
there.
able
Oh
to
my!
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making the good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. Third down, they can't pick up the first without scoring. They're bringing heat. Snags it. And he wanted the score badly, but the defense wrestles him down at the 2. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Lets it go to the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, New Mexico State.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking
Right.
shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
I need to know.
That's the end of the period, and New Mexico has the lead. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played one period. First down to start the drive after the break. The option look, and not even a chance to pitch it as he is slammed down in the backfield. A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. From the gun, they'll try the middle. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chain. This offense is like running a perfection drill in practice against air. Chunk play after chunk play, and here they come again. He wants to take the top off.
Oh.
Almost intercepted. It'll fall incomplete. The
Thought I had
defense
it.
almost came up with a
Thought I
turnover.
had a good one there.
And that's why these guys played defense. If that were an offensive player or receiver, that would have easily have been a catch. Come on, man. You got to catch that and make that a pick.
He'll toss it. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one. They have it at the 43, 3rd and short, trying to avoid making a decision on 4th down. Pulls and fires complete. And they knock him down, but he got past the line to gain.
Nice poise by the quarterback. Here's a big third down throw. You want to push the ball vertically down the field, but if the defense takes it all away, check the ball down. Get it to your running back and let him go do the work and move the sticks for you.
And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop. 9-yard pickup on first down, and now they can take a shot on 2nd and short. Gets him on the ground at the 28, but not before a big 10-yard pickup.
Man, who says you can't run up the middle anymore, right? Everybody thinks, I got to make big plays. I got to go way out to the left, way out to the right, way out in space. Nope, right down the middle. Nice blocking. How about the running back? You could tell the speed, the wheels, does a great job getting down the field, making a huge rushing play.
You know this sophomore has a big arm, and there were some revolutions on that one. The give to the back. Made a little something out of that run. He picked up a couple down to the 14.
Well, they're going RPO. Nice job handing it off, and really good vision there, just getting what he can get, right? Puts his foot in the ground, gets forward, helps this offense find positive yards.
Quick release on the RPO. Touchdown, Lobos! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. And the extra point puts them on top 21-7. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Hey, guys, got a final score in a big top 25 matchup. Tennessee endured a hostile crowd and the challenge that always comes with playing away from Rocky Top. And the Vols came away with a win. It wasn't a blowout, but it is a W. Really unexpected outcome in this ranked-on-ranked matchup. The type of loss, guys, that'll get the attention of even a good football team.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Running back searching for a hole. At the 35, he's open. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. He's going to pass. Caught behind the line. It's Bell. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. 2 running backs alongside the quarterback. On 2nd down, he'll let it fly.
Get him.
And the defense gets to the quarterback.
And those outside linebackers nowadays, they're so fast. They got to cover ground. You can blitz them off the edge, and they can get after quarterbacks. Versatile. That's why they're getting drafted so high in the NFL and getting paid all that money.
He's going to take off.
Yeah, that's fine.
He is corralled short of the line to gain. New Mexico State will be forced to punt. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away.
All right.
On the return, it's Sanders.
Dang.
Was looking for more running room, but
Should've
not
added.
nothing but more tacklers. He's down at the 24. Let's see what the Lobos offense has dialed up this time. How about the way they attacked the last time they had the ball, mixing run and pass and winding up in the end zone, Jesse?
That's why recruiting is so important. They've got weapons at every skill position on the field. Any of these guys is dangerous if they touch the football. Let's see what they do on this drive, David.
And so, Palmer,
And
I got
roughing
to
the
take away
passer.
something. I can't let them have everything.
Give me those
and have
15.
success. I got to be aggressive against the run or play for the pass. I can't give them everything.
The offense will gladly take a fresh set of downs after the penalty. They'll run the option. And he won't quite get there.
Roll it, roll it.
After that pickup,
Normal
just
triple.
a few inches to go for the first. An array of possibilities here. He'll ride his man on the option. And they'll bring him down, but not before he picks up the first down.
I love when players understand situations and they understand where the first down marker is and they understand where I got to get to. A lot of people you'll see
Okay, well, this
run
is easy.
north-south and try to bounce out wide and make big plays. Sometimes it's not about making big plays. Sometimes it's about getting that first down to make sure I get an extra set of downs instead of trying to make those big touchdown runs.
The thing I like about this slot receiver, he's really intentional in his route running. The quarterback always knows exactly where he's going to be on the field. They've got great chemistry together.
Snares it outside. It's Sanders. He steps out of bounds, but he's got a first down on the play.
This offense is clicking, everything working together really well. Coordinator, quarterback, offensive line. Good rhythm, good flow. Defense is going to have to find something to kind of mess up this timing they got going.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground cover to pick up the first. Pressure coming.
Oh, come on.
And the rush will get to him at the 25.
This defense needed something to go right. Man, they're down big already in the first half. Get to the quarterback, get him on the ground. This could start some momentum going back the other direction.
Pulls and fired complete.
Why, Song, you are ridiculous.
Touchdown, New Mexico. And they take it in for 6 more points. How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5? And they knock through the extra point, and they're up 28-7. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the time to be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone. That was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him direct.
Crap.
Got him, and nobody's close. He's run out of
You made a good read.
bounds, but not before, turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. They came out hot on this drive. One play and already near midfield. Fires to the wideout.
Oh,
Makes a connection.
that's a good throw.
They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a first down. A new set of downs after the completion. Off the play fake on first down.
Get him.
Pocket starts to collapse. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer.
And this offensive coordinator has to be scratching his head because he's trying to keep his quarterback protected. He's trying different things, sliding the offensive line, keeping tight ends and running backs in, chipping, going empty, and getting the ball out quickly,
That's
but it's
fine.
not working.
I
We're
can
just
live with
losing
that.
the one-on-one battles up front, and in the second half looking forward, I don't know if they're going to be able to fix it.
We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Third down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. They're trying to get to it. Pulls it in. It's
Get him
Washington. Timeout called here by the
Give me an
defense.
opportunity
It's
with
the
the ball
first
one more
one they've
time.
used this half. They'll send out the kicker here. This is not a straight-on kick, a 42-yarder from the right hash. Good, right down the boulevard. So they get the field goal, now about to kick it away, and you get a stop here, and you go to halftime feeling really good about things. He'll bring it out. It's Miller. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Let's see what the Lobos offense has in store. They've got some time to work with here, Jesse, and if they get a first down, they might really get aggressive.
I'd be aggressive right out of the gate. I'd be throwing for a first down. If I get it, then it's pedal to the metal. I'm in that 2-minute mode to try to score a touchdown or get a field.
But I do think this is a situation where you also have to understand that I have the lead going into the half. I've got the momentum, so don't do anything stupid here.
Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play call and everyone on the same page here. They'll try to move the chains on 3rd and short from the 25. They'll try to run for it. He'll be stopped short, picks up 1, but they're facing 4th and 1. The defense calls the timeout, and that's their last one of the half.
Man, that D-tackle is a freak athlete. Did you see him come out of his stance and beat the offensive lineman, getting to the running back? Cat-like quickness.
And the offense will stay on the field. Do you think
Thank
they're just
you.
going to try to make the defense jump?
Oh, really? Come
So
on.
the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. And the Lobos will punt it away on 4th down. That last fake didn't work. They might stick with punting it this time. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Looking to move it through the air. And a little too much adrenaline on that throw. Never gave his receiver a chance. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. They'll go back to the air on 2nd down. He lofts one down the sideline. Pass is incomplete, and that's going to do it for the first half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Thanks so much, guys. And I need not tell you, rivalry games always bring out a ton of emotion. And no surprise, we saw just that in the first half today. And we've got to start our halftime breakdown with this superstar running back. His elusiveness, his raw power. This young man is the total package. And his ability to catch the ball out of the backfield is a differentiator. A lot of guys can hit the hole. This kid can hit the hole and hit the home run in the passing game.
Looks as if we're set to crank it up here in the second half. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The New Mexico State offense returns to the field. They start this third quarter in a big hole, and they have to start climbing out right now.
And they're going to have to be really aggressive, Reese. Like this offense.
Oh, the ball squirts out. Defense coming up with a huge fumble recovery. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own. The offense lining up for a first down play. Using his legs, it's Sanders. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Lobos! And the beatdown has ensued. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Gentlemen, it has gone final in that top 25 matchup we've been keeping a close eye on. Miami had a dominant win, the kind the folks in South Florida were used to in 2001 when Ken Dorsey, Clinton Portis, and Jeremy Shockey led the Canes to a national title. Talk about a special team. Always interesting to see ranked teams collide, and today was no different. The agony and ecstasy of college football, fellas.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. He's looking to throw. Unloads to the wideout. That is just a sideline credit. Throw, catch, toe drag, everything you want. Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10. He'll keep it himself. Really nice stop there from this senior leader.
Yeah, and it's a nice job by this defense understanding, listen, that QB is a threat, and they're going to run all kinds of options, and he's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that sucker to the ground.
Leaves it with the running back. At midfield, he's got room. Plenty of room on that play, and they find their way to the 36. This New Mexico State offense is pushing all the right buttons. He's looking to throw it. Feeling some heat. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
I tell you what, the offense, they get the big run play, and then what are you thinking? Maybe play action, take a shot. How about the defense? They were ready to roll. Even though they gave up the run, they didn't just play the run. They were ready for the pass and got the big sack.
Nope,
Quickly
no.
They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. A 3rd and long coming up here. From the gun, wants to pass.
Get him.
And the quarterback will take a sack back in the 36. And they'll send the field goal team back out for the second time tonight. And he's going to have to get into this football. This is a 53-yard attempt.
Yes.
What a disappointment. No good. Hoping to cut into that lead. And they did not. Lead is huge. Now New Mexico will go back to work on offense. Throws to the wideout. Got his man downfield. And how about that? What the doctor always ordered. An explosive play to the 40.
Let's go comebacks now.
Taking away as we have 4 minutes left here in the third.
Should be able to hit Trulio in the middle.
Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw.
Oh, nope, didn't get it.
Keeping the eyes downfield.
Oh no! Oh thank God!
As he lets it go. They've avoided the interception all day, but they're lucky to get that one back here late. It'll be second down.
A really good job by the defense.
Yes, I
they
am
got to
very
understand
lucky.
that
Very lucky.
So when he gets outside the pocket, I got to make sure I'm ready to go get him. You could tell he was still being a passer. He wanted to throw the football. Nice job closing.
I should have just ran.
Getting a hit on the quarterback and affecting the throw.
Now facing a third and long. Got enough for the first
Go
down
Dampier.
once more. And the defense finally makes the stop after the sweet run and good gain.
Well, this is one of the fastest quarterbacks in college football, and that's why the option's a good idea. Because if he can get out in space and he gets a chance to get downfield, he is really difficult to tackle, and he's very difficult to catch. As you saw in that last play, getting a first down.
Had to see what they're giving
right
me.
there. Good pickup. It's still short of the first down. The Lobos are in the red zone.
This is an easy decision.
Looking for room. It's
Well,
Sanders.
it should have been.
That play just
How y'all
never
not
had a
block him
chance.
at
They
all?
knock him down for a loss of 5.
Maybe that stop shows this defense is tightening up, especially in the run game. The offense, frankly, they've been able to do whatever they want to do. They're just handing the ball off. This guy's having success left and right. No, sir. No, Moss. Get it together.
Okay.
And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. And they decide to trot out the kicker. It is perfect. And that lead grows even bigger. They keep pushing that lead out, and the kickoff team's getting some work. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And he's able to pick his way through the traffic nicely for a good return on that one before he's brought down. The Aggies offense will have another go at it. We talk about settling for points, but sometimes when you have to settle for nothing, David, it can be demoralizing.
Yeah, and it can definitely be frustrating. And I think it leads you to say maybe I go for it more. But, Jesse, I think this offense just needs to put another drive together and just finish stronger.
Yeah, and be a little bit less predictable, too, especially as they get closer and closer down to the end zone.
One back in the backfield, and they'll give it to it. Still running at the 40. And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes the stop.
Nice job getting outside, right? Those running backs, they get on those tracks, they run outside. Now they're in the open field. It's so tough. Those safeties are flying down, try to get an angle, but you could tell the speed sets them up, makes the big play out to the left.
Bubble.
Unloads quickly.
They threw the
I like the
hedge.
decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot
I
of times
start
he'll
looking at
dance
their
and make even
defensive
bigger
call, or
plays than he
their
did here, but it was still a positive
offensive
game.
calls again.
Some misdirection with the counter. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a 3.
And a great job by the linebacker. You can tell starting to crowd the line of scrimmage, get up there in the line of scrimmage, see it, diagnose it, get in the backfield, get the running back on the ground for the tackle for the loss.
Out of the shotgun on third down. Good
How do
timing
y'all
on the
both
quick
end
out.
up outside of him?
He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. And the Aggies are marching down the field. And they're not quite in rhythm there. It's incomplete.
Well, it's a nice job by the quarterback getting the ball out of his hands quickly on that RPO. He saw something he liked, just not on the same page with his receiver.
Ball still spotted at the 34. It's 2nd and 10.
Here we go.
They'll try to pop the draw. And he
Ball's
didn't
out.
squeeze it, it's loose. Defense just cradling that fumble and securing it.
As a defender, you love the big hits. And you know what the cherry on the sundae is? When you get the big hit and force the fumble.
All right. A little
We
jet
will
punch
get another
action.
look at this New Mexico offense. They've got the lead here. Last time they settled for a field goal, but David got to find that balance between being aggressive and careful.
And I think they'll take that. I got the lead, Palmer. I got the football. I got to take care of the football, put a nice drive together, and just get some kind of points on this drive.
No doubt. Lots to be happy about right now if you're this team. I think for this one...
Oh, dang
And the
it.
pass is intercepted.
I didn't put any air under that.
Even with minimal gain on the return,
Dang it,
they're
man.
working with a short field from the 36.
Well, he was rolling to his right, and because of that, I don't know if it affected the timing between him and his wide receiver. They just weren't on the same page on that one as the defense comes away with the INT.
The New Mexico State offense returns to the field. After that last drive, he came back to the sideline, and the coach probably said, "You dropped it? You didn't pick it up? Come on, get on the ball, David."
No, that's not what he said. He said, you're doing a great job. Just keep your head up. Oh, yeah, he got blasted. You got to hold on to the football, Palmer. Turnovers decide games. Those are big plays.
It's tough on him, too, because he knows he let his offense down on that last drive. So you know that guy's eager and anxious to come out here and make a play.
Second and short now after that completion.
Ah, there it is. Okay.
Trying to make
There was
that rush
somewhere on
think on the draw play here. Dropped after a pickup of 3 down to the 26. Third and short from the 26. Pretty easy field goal range, but they'd love to pick up the first. Trying to pick it up on the ground. Oh, spin move. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. The Aggies come to the line with a new set of downs.
Not a good defense to be in against this set.
They'll throw it on first down. He's got it and still on his feet. Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3. Now the offense tries to punch it in on second and goal.
42 Spider.
Trying to surge it
There
in.
we go.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Really gonna run Trace. Okay.
They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of settling for 3, but it is third and goal. From the gun, wants to pass.
Out of
It falls
bounds.
incomplete, and that'll be the final play of the period. That's the end of the period, and New Mexico has the lead. This has been a complete obliteration so far, as the third quarter stats will show you. Dropping back, it's Hogan. Unleashes to the
Out of
end
bounds.
zone. And they stop the fourth down pass. The defense gets off the field. Let's see what the Lobos offense has dialed up this time. They're backed up, 1st and 10 from inside their own 5, and they'll try to get this drive started. At the 15, he's loose.
Ooh.
They make the stop of this running game.
Couldn't
Moves the
hear.
chains as they get the first down.
I wanted to hit a little quicker.
Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Here comes the option. Now the toss. And they picked up 9 on first down. It'll bring up second and short.
Yeah, and that's a great job by this offense. And I'll tell you what, fourth quarter, you have the lead. That's exactly what you want to do. Lean on these guys, run the football, eat that clock.
They'll run play action.
Oh, crap.
Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away.
Totally read that
Oh,
wrong.
man. Quarterback almost just threw his second interception on as many drives. He's trying to fit that football in there. It gets tipped up in the air. He's lucky that wasn't picked off.
And the Lobos get it past the sticks.
That has got to feel good if you're this offense picking up that first down by running it, because we know the struggles they've had this season, particularly on third down. So to come out here, run the ball, keep the drive alive, let's see if they can generate a little bit of momentum.
Goes to the option. And now on the pitch, the ball's loose.
The ball security doesn't just apply to running backs and
Shouldn't have tried to
receivers.
pitch that.
QB's got to keep
I know
two
that.
hands on the ball as
I
well.
tried it
They're
anyway.
very lucky after that fumble that the offense jumped on.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Oh, it's a reverse. Slams
No,
ahead for
we
a
didn't-
yard
we
out
didn't
to the
reverse it.
33. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. And they couldn't hold off the heat, and he goes down with a sack. The Lobos will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. The Aggies offense will have another go at it. On that last drive, 4th and goal didn't exactly work out. They really need to pay it off this time, Jesse.
And they were so anxious and eager to get back on the field. They know they left points on the...
And it's picked off. Trying to take it back. He's at the 10.
He's in.
Touchdown, New Mexico. How about that D coming up with a play like that? Boy, do they need that score. Gave them a little cushion as they try to put a stop to this 2-game slide. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Fellas, I think at least a portion of your audience will have an interest in the one that just finished up. LSU dug down deep and found a way to secure a coveted road win. And who knows how the pundits will view this one, but I tell you this, it sure beats trying to explain a bad loss.
Fires to the big fella.
It's one game. You don't want to react too much either way, but I think both teams will leave this one with some things to work on moving forward.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Fires to the wideout. Got him downfield.
Oh, he gone.
Open runway ahead. He's at the 10. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, New Mexico State. Once the game reaches this point, you start thinking ahead and how you can find something positive to take into the next game.
Dang right. Keep the offense rolling. Try to find some plays that I can use throughout this season that I can have some more success, or I guess have success. I haven't had a lot of success today, but I'm looking for the future.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Let's see what the Lobos offense has in store. They'll have another opportunity to extend this lead after punting last time, David.
And it's important to put that punt behind you. It's over. Let it go. Get back to what you were doing that built this lead.
Yeah, and defense, obviously,
Yeah,
they
we're
won a few
trying.
downs that last drive, so you got to put them on their heels here. Maybe mix up a few personnel groupings and try to show them some pictures they haven't seen yet.
Now the play fake. Looking to scramble. Trying to escape and get it himself.
These guys aren't human either. I mean, they got to survey the field, throw the football, make deep passes, and then guess what else? They pull the ball down, take off, and make big chunks of plays on the ground. It's just impossible to be on defense nowadays.
Caught in the backfield. It's Davis. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
It's hard to have success on wide receiver screens when you're facing press man coverage because your blockers out front oftentimes can't pick them up, and that receiver gets gobbled up as soon as he catches the pass. You saw it on that last play.
Nice, solid form tackle from this sophomore. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense will be quite content just to drain the rest of the time away. As they come to the line on 3rd and short from the 43, I wonder if they already know they'll go for it if they don't make it here. And the Lobos line up to punt it away. They'll look to pin them deep. And the punt hits ground at the 2 and goes into the end zone. He just missed, pinning them right in the shadow of the goalpost. It'll come out to the 20. They'll throw it on 1st down. It's complete to the right. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. After that completion, move the chains. Now 1st down. He wants to throw. Looking to the big tight end. Almost had the completion, just missed it.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. To the air, it's Hogan. Fires to the tight end.
And this offense is going to have to find more explosive plays. And it can't just rely on the dink and dunk. It's going to have to find itself and score more points. Listen, they got beat up today. But moving on in the future, they've got some good pieces. They got to find a way to fit them together, create some explosive plays on this offense, because today they've been lacking.
New Mexico State to the line after picking up the first down. They keep attacking through the air. Grabbed over the middle. It's Watkins. And stampeding through the defense. And they finally haul him down, but not before the good catch and run.
Nice job by the running back, catching the football and understanding where the first down marker was. I got to go get that first down. He did a nice job of it.
Trying to find his man on first down.
Yoink.
And the pass hits, picked off. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
The number one objective for a defense is to make the offense one-dimensional. Well, when they're trailing by this much late in the game, they're one-dimensional. They have to pass the football. We can bring more speed on the field. You see it. We know you're throwing the football. Nice break on the football. Nice interception. This one's almost over.
On the option. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
Anytime you play this offense, the challenge is stopping this quarterback from running the ball. And you've already seen in this game, he's been able to break off a few runs and do some nice things. That time, though, the defense had his number and tackled him for a loss.
There is a long and storied history of great games between these two rivals, and this chapter adds another to that legacy.
Really impressed by the poise by the winning team as well here. They weren't overhyped in this game. They came out, they looked prepared, they were calm, definitely confident. David.
All right. That does it for tonight.